Hey, hi guys, this is Salim. Once again, welcome to the channel. Hope you are all doing great, guys. So, today we are going to see the implementation part of KNN algorithm. So, if you want to know the introduction to this KNN algorithm, you can watch my previous video. The link for that video is in the description. You can find it there, guys. So, let's get started. So, these are the some basic and common libraries that every time we have to import whenever we are trying to build the machine learning models, guys. So, like this is what we have done. Pandas, numpy and matplot library, all these are the common libraries that we have to import every time when we are trying to build a machine learning model. Now I am reading this data set which is named as social network ads. The data set looks like this. So firstly we need to understand the dataset, guys, like what it has given and what we are trying to predict from this dataset. So this dataset says that the person either might be male or female having some x amount of salary and age. If they purchased item, it will shows as 1. If they not, it will shows as 0. Now one thing is that every data that we are reading in the machine learning, so we need to be converted into the ones and zeros format or numerical format. So here if you see, gender is the only column which is unique and different and compared to all of the columns, guys. So I am converting that column into ones and zeros, saying that male as 0 and female as 1. So I have replaced, and after replacing that the data set looks like this. Yeah, so it looks like a unique pattern with all numerical values. Then the next step is I'm going to check for the null values, because in all my videos I have been saying whenever we're trying to develop a machine learning model, so we need to follow some sequence of steps like collecting the data and then purifying the data and then building models, all those things. So the similarly we are following those sequence of steps. So I'm checking for the null values. So here I do not find any null values. So if there are, so then I have to replace the null values with some other values depending upon the data set and um, the I mean the way the data set is formed. And then later on I am checking for the some basic statistics, that is mean, mode, median. Then so here as I told, whether the male or female with some x amount of salary and age, if they purchase the item, then it will gives 1. If they're not, 0, which means this column purchase is responsible for us to predict the output. So I have separated this column purchase from the original data set by saving into an variable called data output. Then after separating, the data set looks like this. Yeah, so only with 4 columns. Yeah, we have done like purified, and we have done the basic things what we need to do for a data set. Then the next thing is we're going to apply the model. So before applying the model, we are going to split the data set into training and testing. Yeah, so from sklearn dot model selection class, we are importing this train test split method, and we are dividing the data set into training and testing. So I am dividing the testing dataset as 0.25 because since it is this dataset has 5 columns, so each and every column follows 0.25. So I have taken that percentage, and these are all some basic analysis that you can do, like whatever the number of rows that are present in the dataset, head and tail we can do. So these are all basic stuff. And yeah, this is the most important, like we are using this k neighbor classifier model, and this k neighbor classifier model will be applied to the training data set, whether they may be fit or not. So here we are checking for the training data set that k neighbor classifier is fit for this data or not. Yeah, it gives a good result. Then we are going to predict the testing data set for this k neighbors classifier model. And finally when we predicted, so yeah, we get the array everything in ones and zeros. Now we need to find, so whether it is predicting with a good score or not. So when I predicted gives 69 percentage, which means it's okay, but if it is more than 70 percentage, then it will be a good. So if you want to get a better, then you need to again purify the data set again by removing and I mean by adding the columns or removing. So you have to do some basic methods so that your data set will get purified, and again when you apply the model, so you'll get a good score. And yeah, so I am viewing the result using the confusion matrix. So when I print this predictions using confusion matrix, so um, what I got is like yeah, 52, 18, 13, 17. So here you can consider opposite, I mean diagonals. So 52 plus 17, which gives 69%. So here if you see, when we trying to find out this score, we got 69 percentage. Yeah, and the error rate like 18 plus 13, which is nothing but so 31 percentage, I think so. Yeah, 31 percentage. So the error rate is more. So we need to again purify the data set and again apply the neighbors classify model so that the error rate will be get reduced. So this is all, guys, like each and every machine learning model will follow the same. Here I used like a basic web to show the report of KNN algorithm. And one thing like n neighbors, which is here I have taken 5. So what actually n neighbors is, if we go into the video of KNN intro, guys, there you can find the concept regarding this n neighbors, what actually it is. So because n neighbors is nothing but we are going to compare our new item with surrounding neighbors. So um, I am taking the 5 neighbors and I am comparing with them. So when I compare, so this is the result what I got. Actually with the real time of data set, we're not going to take any static way, so we are going to use a dynamic way, which means we're going to use some loops, and every time we are going to check for the n neighbors. So say starting we are going to take with the 3 and 5, so whatever it suits a good accuracy, then we are going to use that neighbors as count. Yeah, and so whatever the data set you are dividing, always keep in mind that the training and testing will be, I mean, they should be equal. Um, like if the training has 4 columns, the testing at least they should be the 2. Yeah, I'm saying at least 2, which means 2 or greater than 2. Otherwise, you are going to, I mean, face issues of array bounds and size, all these. So to eradicate those, so we have to use the split method by analyzing the data set correctly. Yeah, guys, so this is all about KNN algorithm. Hope you all like this video. Please do like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe, guys.